Aldrich Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
What is that? That was the Miami. Oh, dead punk.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. I'm getting forward. Crunch.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback, because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Watch safety creeping.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double tight.
Now Jones.
87 speed.
Open man right side is Ingram. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Get it.
Barkley, toss play left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
80 weapons.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ready?
On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, a nice spin. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. I got it. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. From the 50, it's Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, he finds his target, Fuller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
47's the mic.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Giants' 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Jones' throw on target to Shepard, and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. All right, we got a second here. Let's have some fun. Let's be cheesy, because why not? So we have the 71st Emmys on Sunday.
No wine. Just straight cheese.
71st Emmys on Sunday. So let's hand out a few awards.
Okay.
Let's start with Best Supporting Actor right now in the NFL. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the mustache man, Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville, because despite the fact that they're 1-2, got their first win last Thursday against Tennessee, he stepped in week 1 and set a record for rookie quarterbacks. What was he, 22 of 25 throwing in that game? 88% right out of the gate, and has continued good play since then. And let's face it, the mustache mania is sweeping Duval County as well as the rest of the state of Florida.
Best actor in a lead role, I'm assuming you're going Mahomes.
You have to, because we kept saying he couldn't possibly do what he did last year. He's on a pace to eclipse what he did last year.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
20! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards on the ground. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Jones finding his target. It's Cody Latimer. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw, right?
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now Jones from the gun on third down. And Ingram holds it in. He will have a first down here at about the 40. Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And an alley to run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Partner, switching gears for a second, a really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Browns linebacker, was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor. And, of course, his son Clay was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment. And it's Clay 2 and Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2, son who's playing for the Rams now is 3. When he popped out there, to see the rest of the family, all of them wearing the 57 jersey that Clay the second wore with such distinction for Cleveland for all those years. When he played long enough, a lot of people think he played with Otto Graham. I mean, it was amazing. About nearly a 20-year career there. Just phenomenal what he got done. And even better to see his son able to pop out there and share the moment with him on such a special night. Just phenomenal.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Rosas true blue on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 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 This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. After the run, Watson going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Big stop, let's go.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their 44-yard line.
Wahoo! Get it!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, echo. Mike 55.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. Let's go.
On fourth down, Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do, so now...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Come on. 80 weapons.
Throwing on third and long. Jones. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. On the return, Carter. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Dunn in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 70, Indy. Check.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come on, QB, come on.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. To throw is Watson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Watson, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then